Good morning, JSA.
I'm Alexis.
And I'm McKenna.
And welcome back to JSA News.
Today is March 22nd, 2019.
And it's National Puppy Day.
Now, off to the pledge.
And the uniform check.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hi kids, my name is what? Excuse me. My name is Can I have the attention of the class for 1 second? My name is Hi. My name is what? My name is My name is Sadie. Hi. My name is what?
Welcome back. Make sure your shirt is tucked in.
And that you're wearing a black or a brown belt.
And that you always have your ID badges or else you'll have to pay $5.
Now, let's see what's for lunch.
And the entertainment.
It's a moment when I show up, God, I'm saying wow. 100 bands in my pocket, it's on me. Yeah, your grandma will probably know me.
Good morning, this is Mr. Sears with another edition of our Principal's Corner. Just have a few things to talk to you guys about. I know it's been a while since I've been in my office and been able to record Principal's Corner. Hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. Want to say congratulations to our kids that participated in the Madagascar Junior Musical. It went really well. Had packed houses all 3 nights. The first night we were actually over capacity, so we had to bring in some extra chairs. So kudos out to our fine arts department as well as all of our actors, ranging from 2nd grade to 8th grade that participated in the musical. Just another reminder, I want you guys to make sure you're reading something nightly, regardless whether it's a book, magazine, articles, any of those items with it. You want to make sure you're reading at least 30 minutes a night with it, because it helps to expand your mind. Also helps to build up your stamina because FSA testing is coming up on us. So make sure that you're prepared for that and ready to go. Make sure also with math that you're reviewing your math facts. That's something that you're never too old for. You can do your multiplication, division, any of those items with you because it's going to assist you when completing your work and also when working on any of your assessments that you're coming up again. So make sure that's something that we work on, especially in our lower grades K through 5 with your math facts, doing that nightly with some flashcards, or there are lots of cool apps that they have out there that you guys can utilize to increase your math knowledge.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the coolest band in the land, the Popsicle Band. Do yourself a favor, have some fun and savor, eat to the beat with a popsicle treat. Hey, now with pineapple ice on the outside and raspberry jelly on the inside, please welcome our new wobbling wonder, Popsicle Jelly Belly. Popsicle, popsicle, popsicle treat. Hey!
Leadership matters. I want you guys to make sure that you're setting the tone in your classrooms, especially my 8th graders as well as my middle school students. So I want you to be the leader. Don't be a follower. Don't follow behind other people that are trying to get everybody off task, not doing their work, making poor choices. So it's important for you to be a leader and not a follower. Take you lots of places in life when you're at the forefront and you're making decisions instead of having somebody make the decisions for you. So make sure you're being a leader throughout the day in your classrooms. That's with your behavior, with your actions, and also with your effort in class. Know your data, students. So you should all know your grades. Everybody should have access to the student portal and know how to access it. I know my older students have that knowledge with it, but all of your students should always know your data. So you should look at your STAR testing progress reports that you have in the areas of math and ELA. And for some of our students, you do have those science STAR scores as well. So make sure to know your data as you're moving forward with it. We will begin our data chats with you guys coming around to speak with you. That'll be myself, Mrs. Sweet, and Mrs. Dean. Just letting you know where you stand from your last year's assessments and where we want you to be going into this year, and letting you know just how close you are to moving on to that next level. So that's very important that you know your data as a student.
Sometimes I'm mystery, sometimes I'm sexy, little cool. Little rough around the edges, but I keep it smooth. I'm always left to center, and it's right where I belong. I'm the random mind, and don't you hear in major songs? And I like that. I don't.
We have one more large sport remaining for this year. That's going to be track. We have 2 more games after we come from spring break in soccer. The soccer team, boys and girls, have been doing very well this year. But our final sport that we'll have will be, the large sport will be track. We also have an opportunity if you'd like to participate in golf. We team up with the Jewett Academy's golf team. So if you are interested in being a golf player, let Coach Myers or Mrs. Dean know, and that way we can get the information for you and get you signed up, and we'll have a joint team with Jewett Academy.
Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop. Boom, boom, boom. Lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, oh lolly.
Spring break is coming up, guys, so please, please, please remember to always be safe. Safety first when you're talking about doing any of your water activities we're going through. If you're not a strong swimmer, not a very good swimmer, always make sure to do it while you supervise or have a life jacket. If you're going to be out on a boat or any of those things, always make sure safety first with it. Remember, if you're riding an ATV or any sport utility vehicles, always have your helmet. Always to make sure to take precautions looking at the areas which you're riding with it. We don't want you having any accidents with that, so always remember safety first in that area. And also, positive choices for all activities that you're doing. We know you may or may not have maximum supervision with it with some of our older students, but always remember to make good choices throughout spring break, because we want you guys to return safely back to school. And for my small students as well as my older students, please make sure, not to speak to strangers. We know that you've heard it, and it's a kind of broken record with it, but please make sure that you're not talking to strangers, and also always never ever for any reason get into vehicles if you don't know the person, or if you know the person and your parents have not given you permission to get into a vehicle with them. Please always remember, do not get in any vehicles with people that you don't know, or those that don't have permission from your parents. You haven't cleared it with them first, or your guardian. That's going to conclude my principal's corner for this week. Going to see if I can make my shot. I'm rusty, man. Might not be able to do it. Have a great day, JSA.
That's all for today, JSA.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.
JSATV signing.